Hey, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to day 13 of me checking in with you. I really appreciate all of you that are paying attention to these, even though very few people are finding what I'm saying interesting. And I'm only saying that because I'm not really getting any comments or anything like that, which is no big deal. I'm just, testing it out, feeling it out, seeing what I can share that is of some use to at least me and maybe some of you. What I've been thinking about lately has a lot to do with the effort over outcome component. And I shared about this yesterday or the day before, I'm not sure, I can't remember now. And what I am wanting to share about this now is this thing where when we go through a bunch of changes, whether it be expansion or maybe a new state of mind, mindset, stuff like that, we have to give ourselves time to integrate that information. And sometimes this is mental and sometimes this is physical. It is not common for people to understand what I'm saying about this. We talk about integration a lot in the 5D consciousness world, and this is often brought down to ego. But what I'm talking about now is a little bit more basic. If we lower the expectation of how we act around this new thing, the chances are pretty high that given a little bit of time, we can act on the new thing, if that makes sense. Do you get what I'm saying? So you learn something, you have a big aha moment, and then you wonder why you can't have a normal conversation with some people or something like that, depending on how sensitive you are. And this is completely normal. Although, because the mindset is set on a particular outcome, it's become very difficult for some people to act with decorum around that. And basically what I'm saying is it's really easy to give yourself kind of some shit about that. And if you can take some time to not do that, it makes a big difference. It's like giving yourself time to learn. Now, something that's interesting, and I was just talking to the person at the desk at Yoga Tree about this. When I was in kindergarten, I think it was kindergarten, they turned me into a right-handed person. They forced me to move everything from my left to my right. And I didn't really ever think about what kind of impact that could have had on me. I was told I was wrong when I was really young and that I had to do it a certain way. So I don't know if you've ever seen my writing. My writing has never been cool. It's never been neat. It's never been, that beautiful flowing script or whatever. My writing is like, how do I put this? If someone did handwriting analysis on me, it would look like I was 5 different people. So that is fantastic. And I'm going to pause. Hi, I moved because someone decided to stand next to me that was smoking a cigarette. And even though I think I was not downwind, I kind of was close enough where I didn't really want to deal with that. No offense, but nobody wants to deal with that, right? So I never really considered why this had an impact on me until recently, the whole move from left to right. And psychologically, there must be something. I have no answer yet about this. And maybe you have some ideas. Do you know anybody that was left-handed and then they were forced to be right-handed when they were younger? I do know that I can draw with my left hand, giving myself really a lot of time to figure it out. It is not easy, but I definitely can do it. I used to actually be asked to draw with both hands at the same time when I was in art school, so I know it's possible. What do these two things have how are they related? Well, when you go through a big change, there is time that has to be taken in order to let the change sink in, right? I lost my point. I love when I lose my point when I'm doing these things. Okay. Have you ever had something big, like a big aha moment, and then you went through the process of your daily life and it didn't really... You wanted the effect to be more quick? Have you ever had that before? That's what I'm talking about. And there's an expectation of as soon as we learn something, like we cognitively understand it, then our body should then also understand it. But this isn't the case. Often we need to take time to actually give ourselves space for the expansion. Often expansion doesn't come until we've given space, but sometimes it comes the other way around, and we have to give our heart and our mind and our body time to, make that possible for ourselves. If we have our insight before our body is able to take it on, this is a huge gift. So if we can take the time to not give ourselves any kind of, crap about it and just go about learning and acting and doing, the chances are pretty high that that integration is going to happen more quickly, even though more quickly isn't necessarily what we're looking for. What we're looking for is it happening in the time that it's supposed to happen. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you listen to my podcast, I would love it if you let me know. There's a new episode out today, and it's about the importance of having a daily practice or a daily routine. Listen to it. I will link it in my stories. Thank you so very much. Bye.